testing. Okay, I'm gonna turn off sound on this site. Look myself up on another account. Nope, not here. So which account is this? This is YTT, okay. Here we go. Great. Okay, I don't know if my microphone is working, but here we go. Close this. So we'll set up the environment where we're going to be working. I have my tablet here. It's going to help me organize my thoughts. So here we go. We're going to create a off-screen, obviously. We're going to create a new document. We'll name it project. So right now my thoughts are really running fast because there's a lot to go through. So we're going to be working on the HTML markup today. So basically set up the page. Okay, then that's going to be on VS Code. Let's see. Got the desktop working, that's fine. So we have our book, our textbook, where we're going to be taking some equations and properties from. So I'm going to make this a slight screen, smaller screen. Whoops. And let's create, not create, but let's open my bookmark manager. There we go. So bookmark managers, so bookmarks. So textbook for examples probably. And then and textbook obviously for the properties. Bookmarks for the properties. So I have a few like good sites where they kind of set up all these math equations that I kind of want to put into my thing. So then we see at the site, which is going to be LaTex to PNG. LaTex to PNG. Let me start a timer to see how long I'll be working. So site LaTex to PNG. And what else? So site LaTex to PNG. So what we want is one page. So one page. And unlimited scroll. Where all our properties will be fitted on this page, as in, I guess, in containers, divs. And then when we click on the PNG, click on PNG, we end up with a link to a useful site, to a useful page, to link to another page, so it's going to be a link to new HTML page, link to new HTML page. With example. So the purpose of this is not to have any clutter on the main page. So I can already see it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a lot of relearning how to do VS Code. So let me open my textbook. Again, this is my textbook. It's right here. Let's open this up. If my door closes, I'm gonna have a hard time being comfortable. So let's open my door up. Get some airflow inside this room. Okay. Before I do that, I'm gonna have to connect. So now I'm working on my laptop. Obviously, it's gonna be out of focus, but whatever. You'll be looking at me for most of the time. Lucky you. So here we go. No, devices. It's not what I want. I want Bluetooth keyboard. So now I want to bind it to this new Okay, fine. So it's telling me it's going to disconnect the screen. So let's do it. So now that's just my desktop. So obviously I have my iPad, my laptop, my iPad, screen is for you guys. iPad is for me. And this is where I'm going to be working. And this. I'm really not convinced that okay, what's going on? So it says turn on the keyboard. Let's do it. Turn on the keyboard. Press button 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's looking for a new device. Nice. Okay. Recognized it. Let me turn off my beats. This is basically to check the quality of the stream. So now let's plug in 555, 513. Hasn't worked yet. So I'm wondering if you can see me. Yes, you could. Good. Try again. So 3, 4, 10, 4, 4. Are you kidding me? So to be fair, I haven't really used VS Code in a while. So the story is in college, basically, or university. I was the web director for a club, and he's having a hard time recognizing my keyboard. So I was a web director for a club, so I basically handled the HTML of the site and the maintaining and upkeep. So yeah. Okay. 986094. Enter. Nice. Okay, it's good. It's ready to go. Okay, so now where I was. So yeah, so this is the keyboard, Logitech. It's kind of new, so I'm still getting used to it. The keyboard bindings are really weird. But actually, let me go up and open VS Code now. But before I do that, I want to connect the wireless display. Advanced, nope. Multiple displays. Connect to wireless display. Hopefully it's gonna appear. Yeah. There we go. Should be looking for it. Now, here we go. Is it connecting? Yes, it's connecting. Where's my VS Code? Look at our apps. Do we have VS Code installed? Hopefully I do. Doesn't seem like it. Have Python, or it's Wing, the IDE. VS Code, VS Code, VS Code, VS Code. Nice. Okay, here we go. Can we run it? Nice. Okay. So this is the project I was working on. Well, yeah. Well, this is the how I learned VS Code. So let's go with new window. Close that one, and let's create a new file. Create a new file. Here's this. So okay, we're back to looking up how to create a new file. Let's erase this. I don't want. Did I create something new? Okay. So let's look up creating HTML. This is not what I want. Okay, let me open up a new file, well, a new window with an old project. So open folder, open folder. So where do I have these saved? If you look in my downloads, there we go. So all these are projects I worked on. Let me go up to the original. Here we go. Downloads. Here we go. So whatever we're gonna, so doc type. So basically I'm learning it from scratch now. Basically, I can definitely tell that I'm being rusty here. But thankfully there's built-in commands that are gonna generate stuff. So actually I don't want this. I don't want this one. Let's go with index. Yeah, so we should call okay, so let's do let's put this in our documents. Oh, okay, so it's here. So actually we'll put it in our, not on our desktop, we'll put it in our pictures. Whatever. So new folder. We'll call it LaTeX project. But actually let's call it, we are 23rd year, summer 23rd of the year, LaTeX project. So let's select this folder. Don't save. So I trust this. Create a new file. Let's call it index.html. Here we go. Yes, HTML. I thought this generated stuff. I guess not. File, open folder. So you're getting behind the scenes of like our website, which is, so I did some work on this. It was pretty crazy how to find stuff in it. Yes, I'm still in view. Actually, I can't see myself, which is making me a bit uncomfortable. So let me just see how I look. Yes, so I am in view. Perfect. So there's a lot of things going on here. So basically what I need to focus on is this here, because you see my things. Okay, forget all this. I just copy. Not very important, just stuff for the website to see. So let's go English US. So it knows what language to display. HTML language. So now should I put a closing tag? HTML at the bottom. Yes. So let's put our closing tags /HTML. Yes, there we go. Boom. Okay. Now stuff that's required for the website. So let's put in our head. Let's start filling in the information that goes in the head. So head, small closing tag. There we go. Meta car set equals UTF 8. Kind of forgot what these are, but since this is not the point of the stream, we'll not go into that. I did take like 30 hours to learn this over the December holidays. So name equals viewport. Content is equal to but I really feel like there's a command that you can use to generate all this. There we go. If I hit enter, I'm pretty sure I can put this all in one. It's going to be very ugly. Meta closing tags. No need. Okay. So meta initial scale equals 1. There we go. Nice. Since my screen is very small screen, we should. I'm doing this so I can see it. I don't know if there's like a convention that's for that, but whatever. Okay, so that's still in the head. Title. Okay, so we're going to title our web page. We're going to call it title, obviously, /title. I'm going to call it useful math properties. Let's call it college. For college. Okay. So now there's, if you want to give our website a page, we don't need. Okay. Style, no. So now we're our CSS. We should create a new window. Here, open folder. I swear I'm not making this up. I have worked on websites before, and it's basically how I learned how to use HTML. But for some reason, I'd be a little intimidated right now. So let's get our mind right. So I'm going to open this old folder and basically just copy the head, because setting up the web page is okay. It's not there's not a lot to it. Okay, let's open up this file. Let's find, okay. This is in our device. Nope. 2023, winter 2023, yes. VS Code, yes. CMain, yes. Index. Okay, let's open that up. And now let's inspect this. Developer tools. Let's go to sources. Okay, so head, meta cursor, UTF, viewport, yes. Title, link. What I want is pixel with code, in-house site markup. Yes, this is what I want. Let's do the same thing. Developer tools. Sources, index. Okay, so we're going to create a new web page. We're going to call that styles. Styles.css. There you go. Leave that empty. So does styles come after or before the title? Pretty sure before. Okay. Or does it matter? Whatever. So let's go with link. Link href. Href is equal to style.css. Boom, there we go. Rel style sheet. So we're basically relearning this all while we go. I mean, I guess this is why I wanted to do it, because definitely some of this stuff I can't remember why. I know like the purpose is just that I can't really recall exactly how to structure it again. So we have our doc.html which defines the document. We called it .html to make it a certain file type. Then we started it off with it's the markup, the general markup that's used. Doc type HTML language, telling the browser which language to detect. Our head, we include all our information like UTF, I guess it's like what characters we're going to be using. The name, not really sure why that is, but I feel like it's important, so that's why it's always included. And we're creating a link to the styles we're going to use for this stuff. Our styles CSS sheet, how do we begin that? Okay, there's like some general rules we're going to use. So let's comment this out. General CSS rules, column rules. Okay. go. Margin 0. Padding 0. So this is global resize, exactly how they called it. There we go. So right now we're working on setting up the HTML environment where we're going to be putting all our information in. Box sizing, border box. Border box. There we go, semicolon. So that's our first rule. Now let's go with body. Nope, not a body. Okay, so that's our global reset done. And let's save our files. Let's save this stuff. File, save. Here we go. Okay, useful math properties for college. Now we're done with our head, all that information. Okay, great. So now we can start with the actual information. So now a useful website we're going to be using a lot. So one thing that's kind of makes me mad is that I guess websites, if they use HTML, there's like this weird like MathJax, whatever plugin thing. So you can't really extract the useful equations you want. So you can paste them, I don't know, in like a workbook or whatever. So we're going to be using this website turns LaTeX code to PNG, and LaTeX is like a useful language that converts equations into like these characters. Let's create new S23 images. Okay, let's keep it simple. So here you go. So now we have these languages that so you type an equation, you generate it, and it converts it into an equation. So let me change the resolution of this. I don't want it that big. 200 looks good. Okay, so it's going to create our PNGs that we're going to load into our folder of images, which is then going to put them on our web page. Okay, so let's open this with a live server. Okay, so now we have an empty web page. Here we go. So this is what all the information we have on our website at the moment. Okay, so let's start with our body. So the body and the head go inside the HTML tags. So body, let's start with the body, /body. Here we go. And after, I feel like outside the body goes the footer, but it might be inside. So here we go. Div, footer. Okay, yeah. So the footer is outside the body. So let's also cancel. Let's also put the body inside a div. So div / div. So now we close the div, which is just a specification that something goes inside that. So the parent and everything inside it is going to be an element of that. So let's close this. So here they go. So not the body. Boom. Okay. Nope. Boom. Here we go. So now the body is going to have stuff inside. But does the footer go inside the body? No, the footer is outside. The footer. Okay, let me close this body. Okay, so the footer is the footer is inside the body. Okay. Footer. So I'm putting the / to close tags, telling the markup that is different. So I have a bunch of divs here. I mean, it's not really a great example, but we'll make do with this. Let's call this header. slash header. And we're going to call it, I'm going to put a h1 tag. I'm going to say it's useful equations for mathematics. Let's call it higher mathematics, which is not really that high. It's just calculus, introductory stuff. So here we go. Now let's open this with a live server. There we go. Okay. So now to center this. Well, we'll leave it like this, actually. Then let's go with, what else should we go with? I feel like that's all I'm gonna include in my header. I mean, there's nothing more to it. No nav bar, nothing. It's gonna be a plain website where you can just extract PNGs from. So no nav, we don't need that. No navigation, no list to different pages. Okay. So div. So now I guess in every div we're gonna be having here is gonna be for different types of math or chapters, I guess. Okay, so we'll start with just basic algebra. Back. I'm actually gonna make some iced coffee, so I'll be back. So I have my soy milk latte, oat milk latte actually. So I'm soy maxing, as people would say. Soy maxing. Let me cross my legs. But okay. What's good? Okay. So actually, when I'm saying there's gonna be a lot of pages. Now that I'm thinking of it, so each PNG that's in this div. Well, let's give it a class. So everything inside this is gonna be part of this. How do you say it? So everything inside this div, we're gonna call it a class. So the first chapter is gonna be numbers, which are basically gonna be rules. So I'm gonna say arithmetic rules. So let's call it R rules. Let's call arithmetic, I guess. How do you say this? Arithmetic. Numbers in algebra. So arithmetic. There we go. Arithmetic. Let's open this class. Nope, this is not good. So we gave this class. So now that's gonna be the parent container. Arithmetic. There we go. So now how do we create a vertical div? That's what I want to know. So let's look it up. I mean, creating flexbox vertical. Flex direction. No. Creating flex container. So actually, let's not do that right now. So now our first rule, so it's going to be absolute value. Okay, so our first rule is going to be the absolute value. But before I do that, so they call it here revision of basic laws, basic operations, and laws of indices. So let me see it. So now, so I'm actually going to title this page in my notes. So now it's going to be notes. Notes. So I'm going to write HTML notes. And let's put the date. So the date is 29 of the 7th month, 6th month, 23. And let's put the letter R for Thursday. There we go. It's HTML notes. Now we have HTML progress, I guess I'm going to call it. HTML progress. So now we're going to be working on right now. So we're going to put div arithmetic. Arithmetic. Okay. Here we go. So the flexbox goes in the CSS file. That's okay. We're not gonna be touching that right now. So now let's use some LaTex, and let's start putting our first equation. So our first equation is gonna be so it's gonna be arithmetic. But rules of inequality. What about algebra? Control C. Control V. Algebra. Basic laws of algebra. Commutative laws. Okay. So I'm kind of confused because I feel like I've already organized this neatly on my spare time. So these are examples. Okay, so actually let's go back to our CSS or HTML file. Now we call this arithmetic, but let's do a subdivision. We're going to call this division class. I'm going to call it basic. Well, actually, no, let's put them all together. That's good. Okay. So let's put our first one. So actually just write. Let's just generate our first PNG here. So I'm looking at the commutative law of addition. Okay. A plus B is equal to A plus B is equal to B plus A, which meaning that the order doesn't matter. See how this looks? There we go. So now we have our first PNG. So let's save image as. Now we're gonna go check in our downloads. So it's in the pictures direct. So let's call it commutative law. Commutative add dot. Yes, there we go. It's not saved. So now let's create a link to the, let's show this in this class. So I want this first element of this class to be this PNG. So now let's go look at this markup. How do we display an image? Okay, so image class, image. Let's not limit anything. Source. And I want to copy a path. Copy as path. So now I'm gonna paste that there. So this is no bueno because I don't want this. So let me put the images folder inside this project folder. Pictures. Here we go. Boom. So now that should show up. There we go. So I want to copy path, copy relative path. I feel like I'm certain images HTML. Okay, so I can't really see from here, but if you look at our website, I'm just going to look at how it's, I'm just going to compare how it looks to what we have. Source, let's paste this. Does it look about right? Yes, it does. So I'm pretty sure it's from now on we're using relative path. Okay. So let's load this. See if it appears. Images does not need an image closing tag. So the alt is going to be, so for I guess accessibility reasons and other stuff, commutative addition of what? Of variables. Okay, but now I'm getting confused again. So let's create, in our header, we're going to put some text. And text is identified by the P tags. And then let's open up Wolfram Dictionary. So Wolfram computational intelligence, alphabetical listing. Okay, so what are variables? So I have this already, I know somewhere, but okay. Okay, let's just open up a book because I cannot believe. Oh man, okay. How to do this? I don't have it saved somewhere, but I really want to get these definitions right. So what are variables? Okay. So let's actually put this in H3 tags. H3 variable. Great. Variable. Let's put text under it. So it's an unknown quantity. A symbol for a quantity that is constantly changing. Boom. So let's open up a live server, see how that looks. Variable. And this looks very ugly, to be honest. I don't know if you can see it. You can't, but I want the image to come before the text. So, well, actually, no, because so these tags are so let's not put this in our header. Let's close our header. And then I'm going to put our div. I'm going to create a new div, and we'll call this definitions. Definitions. Okay. Now let's put our So I know I've already gone through all this. I just need to find my page. Okay, so that's not it. Let me see if there's. So I guess I would want this to be like right, correct, and very thorough, but at the same time keeping it kind of lightweight. So I'm just trying to find like these. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use this iPad for like very quick searching up these terms. Okay, so what is a value? Value definition in mathematics. Okay. Header. So let's bring this with H3. So H3 is just property you can use that defines the size and a predetermined size for something. Okay, variable value. Value is a number or result. Okay. So let me take out another textbook I have. Okay. So a appendix. Appendix. Okay, so what are numbers? Numbers are so H3 again. Number is a unit in mathematics. Okay. H4. Okay. Awesome. So before I start all this stuff, header definitions. Number is a unit in mathematics. Yes, true. So let me subdivide this again. Div class number definitions, number line. So natural numbers. What are they? They are the natural or numbers used for counting. Let's create a new definition, H3. Again, what are whole numbers? So whole numbers W gang. Okay, let's create its text that follows it. They are add 0 to the counting numbers. H3 again. So let me copy this. So I'm going to add P to it, actually. I'm going to copy these parts. Integers. Integers. What are integers? Integers are all whole numbers Zero and counting numbers and their opposites. There, now we included the negatives. So let's just give it a bit more context. Include negative numbers. So let's call that as a rule. Rule, include negative numbers. So when you count, so let's go home. Okay, let's go with natural numbers. They are ones we use for count. You can't count 0 of something, because then you wouldn't be counting. You'd be like, well, can you count? Start counting the oranges you see. You can't count 0 oranges. You can start counting at 1. There you go. Then the whole numbers, you include 0 to that. Then the integers, you include 0, then counting numbers, but then you include the opposites. Okay. Rational numbers. Let me just paste now that code I have. There we go. Rational numbers. What are rational numbers? They are numbers expressed as fractions. Can think of them as a quotient of integers. Any integer can be expressed as a rational number. So now we're going to include. So let me start actually just then making these. So that for the counting numbers, let's count 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, dot, dot, dot. Generate this stuff. Save image as pictures, LaTeX project images, counting numbers. Let's close that. Number line is a unit in mathematics. Natural numbers are for counting. So let's go to image source alt counting numbers starting at 1. So let's see how this looks. So number is a unit in mathematics. Natural numbers, n is the natural numbers, the natural or numbers used for counting. Whole numbers, w. At 0, let's generate this PNG. Let's call these whole numbers. So now I checked this all by myself. I didn't copy the relative path. So let's see if I got it. Integers. So now let's include integers. So LaTeX writing numbers is fine. You don't need any specific. Okay, that's too much. Too much numbers. Doesn't look nice. Well, we'll keep it. But since there's an Okay, there you go. So that's basically what I'm looking at right now. An hour, 21 minutes. Pretty good.